This is Paige. She is about to taste the hand of God. So in Deadlock, there's this game called Street Brawl that's like League's ARM, like 4v4, first 3 wins. You get random items with this cool little revolver thing, and then you go out there and do your best. But to shake things up, the great Yoshi, bless his name, decided to add something called legendary items that are absolutely bonkers. One of them is Seraphim Wings. At first glance, Seraphim Wings is one of the boring ones. All it does is speed up your stamina recovery, reduce gravity, give you air control, and makes you more fast in the air, right? It's underwhelming because the other items have stuff like, Prism Blast, where you turn invincible and, blow people out with like 5 lasers. Shrink Ray that makes you impossible to hit, or stuff like Mystic Piano that just...
The Science Show!
Piano! Whose idea was this?
But don't be tricked. Seraphim Wings is probably the strongest legendary item in the entirety of Street Brawl, and that's all because of this single stat. Minus 60% damage received while in the air. That means you can spend the entire match in the air and you take 60% less damage from every single enemy. If you have anything resembling lifesteal, there is no one, and I mean no one, except you lot, maybe, wait, actually not really, that can take you down.
My fault.
Even if you do actually get pulled back down by Bebop, if your foot isn't on the ground, you take 60% less damage. And in a game where there is fall off damage based on range and vertical, the height is range, that means that every single orange item user in the game is completely and utterly useless against you. And if you're playing a character that has an AoE ability, let's say, Paradox, I love Paradox. I love the fact that they just nerfed her so hard that they had to rework her stats and they just made, a lady guy's wannabe. But in Street Brawl, Paradox is one of the weaker ones, and, makes sense, right? Her entire playstyle is all about picking people off and like swapping people and all that, but with Seraphim Wings, you can wipe the backline off the face of the earth. I mean, look at them staring at me, mouth agape, eyes wide, dinner plates, while my team's surrounding their victor. What are they supposed to do? Like, what can they do? The point is that whenever I get Seraphim Wings, I have a 95% chance of winning, and that 5% is when the enemy Viscous got Seraphim Wings too. And by the way, that Viscous was really good. Any Viscous that actively picks Viscous in Street Brawl has to be, but that Viscous was wiping us out until I got Seraphim Wings. And then he got Seraphim Wings, and then we lost. The point I'm making is that even among the legendary items in Street Brawl, there are some legendary items that are so much disgustingly stronger than the others that it should be removed. I get that Street Brawl is just for fun and all that, but it's really something to see the enemy getting Seraphim Wings and immediately know like, oh yeah, we're done. Actually, the only other items I can think of that comes close to Seraphim Wings is like Shrink Ray and Mystical Piano. Like, Shrink Ray and Piano are obvious broken stuff, but you know, anything that gives Unstoppable counters Piano, and Shrink Ray has a cooldown, and it doesn't reduce the damage you take by over half. And I repeat, even if you guarantee a knockdown every game, then it will still be broken, because if you just jump, right? If your foot is off the ground, because if you jump, you get the 60% resist. Not bullet resist, not spirit resist, damage resist, which means Vanitas Blessed doesn't go through. Guys ulting you doesn't go through. There is literally no way to break through the resist. It is hilarious to me. If it was 20%, it would be nice, but it would be a bit too weak, right? If it was 40%, it would be acceptable. I mean, it's a legendary item, so like, yeah, I mean, 40% is fine. 50% would be a bit too much, right? But 60? 60? When you get Seraphim Wings, it is the most broken thing in the world, and it can only be countered by another Seraphim Wings. When the enemy gets Seraphim Wings, your chance of winning just drops so deep I could fish in it. And just to prove it, I'm just gonna see that I'm gonna run down all of the possible legendary items that can actually do anything against Seraphim Wings, and we're gonna match it up, okay? Alright, okay? Piano can't reach it. Frostbite Charm can't reach it, and you know he can't reach it. Haunting Shot. Damage fall off still works. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but it literally doesn't matter because the person in the air is going to take 6% less damage anyway. Literally nothing except for maybe Nullification Burst. And even then, if you're in the air, what's the chance of you going close enough to get hit by that? So to sum, please reduce the damage reduction of Seraphim Wings. Buff the damage increase or the stamina or something, but please just reduce that damage reduction. I mean, just look at this Wraith. Like, what could she have possibly done? Anyway, Deadlock is an incredible game and more people should play it. Yeah, if you haven't played it already, this is a great time to start. Oh, I love this. It's so fun.
What was your damage by the end of this game?
I'll show you. You are a curse upon my soul, Paradox. Exclamation.
The horses were young.
You are a curse upon my soul, Paradox.
Oh my gosh.